Academic, extremist leftist, Slantmars needed revelations. This is one of those books that with a more balanced approach could have been a clarion call about an issue that few, particularly those in power or among the more general non-incarcerated population, will ever really consider in depth or even really at all. Documentation is among the best I've seen in a while, clocking in at 38% of the overall text, while at least some is clearly cherry-picked. Still, at least a version of data and evidence is there, and given the rather explosive claims at times within this text, the Sagan Standard is absolutely applicable, and at least in volume clearly covered. Really, the unbalanced nature of the discussion here, including pregnant people as an example rather than pregnant women, is the only reason for the star deduction, and I fully admit that this is one where your mileage will absolutely vary, but the star deduction is because it will cause a lot of people to want to defenestrate this text, and at least some of them likely will, including potentially some of the very leaders necessary to make even modest reforms that could alleviate some of the problems described herein. And let's be crystal clear here. Even with the blatantly biased nature of this discussion, there truly are a lot of genuine problems within this system highlighted in this text. Ju truly does an excellent job of bringing several genuine problems to light, problems that even those who have read some of the more well-known source material here, including both Michelle Alexander's New Jim Crow and Piper Kernan's original book, Orange is the New Black, the Netflix series, even in its first season, was truly a pale comparison here, read the damn book, may not be sufficiently aware of as to really appreciate just how bad these issues have become. This noted Ju does a decent job using one chapter to go over a high-level history of the issue, as best it can be determined with the sources she cites, and that history shows that while prison food has never been great, there are issues that have arisen in more recent times that make things at minimum more difficult than they likely should be. Even for those who believe prisoners deserve nothing more than bread and water, some of these issues are linked to or directly caused by the nature of the mass incarceration system in the United States, but at least some of them too are independent of this and could likely be more readily addressed, but because of Joe's bias in this text perhaps won't be seen or considered by those with the ability to make such reforms happen. This is exactly why I say a more balanced narrative here would have gone a longer way to truly addressing these issues. Overall, an interesting and revelatory look at an aspect of even the mass incarceration system that few would have considered, and still few will, even with the existence of this text. Simply a look that would have been better served with a more balanced voice. Recommended.